Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE Fan 0599 here again. And today we're going to review Back to the Future. So, yes, we are going to review all three Back to the Future films. And we're going to start off with the very first one that started it all, Back to the Future. So Back to the Future stars Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, and Crispin Glover. And what this film is about, it's about this kid named Marty McFly. You know, he meets with this guy named Dr. Emmett Brown. You know, he's known him for a while. He's been building like this mysterious thing, and we find out that it's a DeLorean, but it's a time machine. And when Marty gets into that time machine, he accidentally sent himself back to 1955. And he kind of messes up the past in some way, so now he needs to fix it. So what did I think of Back to the Future? Come on. Do I have to really be the one that tells you that Back to the Future is one of the greatest films ever made? No, because it's been said a million times, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, because Back to the Future is one of the greatest films ever made. It honestly is. I love Back to the Future. Back to the Future is such a tremendous movie. It really is. It's a movie that really defined cinema in general. You know, it's definitely one of the most defining films in cinema history, you know, and did a lot for the sci-fi genre and time travel movies in general. And it's just such a fantastic movie. So yeah. So let's get into my positives. And my positives are, of course, the acting. The acting from everybody is absolutely great in this film. I love everybody in this movie. Michael J. Fox, of course, as Marty McFly. It's by far his best role. No doubt about it. It's his best role. He's so incredible in this movie. He's awesome. I love Michael J. Fox in this film. You know, he's definitely an actor that I definitely do really think is a great actor. And he's definitely fantastic in this film. He did such a great job in this movie, you know, as Marty McFly. Michael J. Fox is just awesome in general, and he did such a great job in this movie. Christopher Lloyd as, of course, Doc Brown. 1.21 gigawatts! Just, of course, Christopher Lloyd as Doc. He's incredible. I love Christopher Lloyd in this film. He's just so awesome to watch on screen, you know. He was just great. I loved Christopher Lloyd as Doc. You know, Leah Thompson as, you know, Marty's mother. She was great as well, you know, when he goes back in time and sees her and everything. That was, you know, I thought she was great. She really was. Definitely really enjoyed her in the film. Crispin Glover, one of the weirdest people you will ever see in their life, and has the worst laugh of all time. I mean, he goes like, I mean, that's literally his laugh. Oh. But, yeah, but Crispin Glover, he was great. Honestly, I really enjoyed him in this film. You know, playing the awkward type, you know, the awkward type. He was great. I honestly really enjoyed him. He did a great job. Of course, Thomas F. I forgot his last name, but he plays Biff. Biff, man, Biff. Just, yeah, he was great as Biff, honestly. You know, Biff, one of the best movie villains of all time. Just Biff was great. You know, Thomas F. something. He did a great job as Biff. He really did bring that character to life, so yeah. The whole time travel element of the film is also great. I love the whole science and time traveling aspect of the film. It's amazing, you know. All the interesting stuff you learn about time travel and how you can mess up your past. How messing up your past can mess up your future. And you definitely see that. I really like seeing that in this movie. You know, the writing is absolutely incredible with this film. The writing is absolutely amazing. Some brilliant, brilliant writing in my opinion. The soundtrack is awesome. I love the soundtrack. Of course, you have that score, the theme song, the dun, 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 dun. Of course, you have that, which is incredible. But nothing beats The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News. One of my favorite songs of all time because of this movie. And it's so great and it fits perfectly with the film, you know. Once you see that in the you know, you hear that song in the opening scene, it's just great, honestly. And, you know, the soundtrack in general is just great. I love the soundtrack with Back to the Future. It's by far one of the best soundtracks ever. The directing is absolutely incredible. Of course, I love the directing with the film. Of course, it's directed by one of my favorite directors, Robert Zemeckis. by far his best movie. There's no doubt about it. This is his best movie, honestly, you know. It really is his best film. And, you know, his directing just shines in this movie. It honestly does. It really does. Robert Zemeckis' directing shines in this movie. It really does. So, yeah. And the pacing's absolutely great. For a movie that's an hour and 56 minutes, it really moves fast. And I like that, you know. It doesn't slow down or you're disinterested. No, I was invested for this entire film. It kept my interest for this entire movie. So, yeah. I love it when movies do that. So, yeah. Back to the Future, guys. What else can I say about Back to the Future? Back to the Future is one of the best movies ever made. It is one of my personal favorite movies of all time. It's a great film, and it's definitely a movie I can watch over and over again. So it's time for my official grade on Back to the Future, and my official grade on Back to the Future. Oh, do I really? It's an A+. It's an A+, obviously. This movie is incredible. It's a movie that defines cinema. It's a film that just will live on forever. It's 30 years old now. 30 years. Think about that. And it's just absolutely incredible. Definitely Back to the Future is one of the greatest films ever made. If you've never seen Back to the Future, please, you're missing out, and do yourself a favor and please watch it. So yeah. So what do you guys think of Back to the Future? Leave in the comment section below. And I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you all tomorrow for my review for Back to the Future Part 2. Peace.